Hello, we are on question number 6 of the WASSCE 2023 NOVDEC paper 2, Core Mathematics paper 2, General Mathematics paper 2. We solved the compulsory questions in the previous video. Now let's solve the optional parts 1. Now let's begin. So we are to draw addition and multiplication tables for the set 2, 4, 6, 8 in modulo 9. From the tables, evaluate what we are seeing here. But let's begin by drawing the table first. So we have the table here. How do you form the table? The set that is given to you, you write them as you are seeing. Then the operation will go here. What you are going to do is that you are going to fill in all these cells. So when you pick a cell, you add this to this, which is 4. Since 4 is less than the modulo, which is 9, you just put it there. So when you add any two number and it is less than the modulo, put the result there like that. So 4 plus 4 is 8. So you put it there like that. But when it is more than or equal to the modulo, you have to put the remainder down. So 6 plus 6 is 12. So the remainder is 3. Because 9 will go into 12 once. The remainder is 3. You put the remainder there. We do the same thing for this. 8 plus 8 is 16. The remainder is 7. So I want you to do the same thing for the remaining ones. Now you have to, the reason why it is advisable that you do the leading diagonal first is that when you do that, after you do that and you calculate, let's say for this, 2 plus 2 is 6, 2 plus 6 is 8, 2 plus 8 is 10, the remainder is 1, you put it here. Then when you come here, you just have to reflect it here. Then when you do this, you reflect it here. When you do this, you reflect it here. It will make the work quicker for you. The same thing you're going to do with the multiplication too. Go with the leading diagonal first, then you reflect it like that, like that, like that. So this time you have to multiply. For the multiplication, 2 times 2 is 4, so you put it there. 4 times 4 is 16, the remainder is 7. 6 times 6 is 36, the remainder is 0, 1 divided by 9. Then 8 times 8 is 64, the remainder is 1, 1 divided by 9. I know you can do the rest, so try and do it. Good. Now let's do the B part. BI. We have to evaluate 4 O times 6 O plus 2 O times 4. So how do we do that? You come to the multiplication table. 4 O times 6. So 4, 6 is 6. So you put it there. Then 2 times 4. 2, 4 is 8. You put it there. So you realize that you now come to the addition table. 6 O times 8. So 6 O plus 8. 6 O plus 8 is 5. So that is why the answer is 5. Now let's come to the II. Find the value of n such that 3n O times 8 is equal to 3. So you come to the table, you look for a number that is in a multiplication table that goes with 8 to give 3. So which number goes with 8 to give 3? The number is 6. So 6 O times 8 is giving us 3. Now we compare this side to this side. It means 3n is equal to 6. Dividing through by 2 by 3, n will be 2. Good. Now let's look at the II. You have to find a true set of this. N O times n is an odd number. So we are still in the multiplication table. Note that along the diagonal, that is where a number multiplies by itself to give a result. So we are looking for the odd numbers there. So these odd numbers, these ones, the number that is multiplying to give us this result, they are not the same. You see, n by n must be the same. So 4 by 4 will give us odd number. Then 8 by 8 also give us odd number. So therefore, this is n. So n is either equal to 4 or n is equal to 8. 7 says a chord AB of length 8 cm is drawn in a circle center O. If the circle has radius of 7.5 centimeters, find correct to one decimal place the angle the chord subtends at center O, length of the minor arc formed by the chord, area of the major sector AOB, triangle AOB, their area, the major segment formed by the chord, that one too, the area. We are taking pi to be 22/7. So let's begin. So we have the circle here. The chord is AB, as you are seeing, 8 centimeters. This is the center. We drop a line from the center to the chord AB. When it happens like that, it will divide the chord into two equal parts because that line meets the chord at 90 degrees. Anytime it meets at 90 degrees, it divides it into two equal parts. That's why you are seeing 4 here, 4 here, giving us 8. And the radius is 7.5 centimeters. So we have to find the angle the chord subtends at the center of the circle. This angle here. You can find half of it here. Then after that, you multiply it by 2. So using triangle O, let's say this is N, triangle O and A, you can find this angle here. Then you multiply it by 2 to get the angle at the center. But in doing that, it means you have to use sine. Sine of this angle will be this over hypotenuse. Then multiply it by 2. Another way you can also do it is using this formula. Length of chord is given by 2 times radius sine of half of the angle at the center. So it is the same thing. So you just substitute the values inside. The radius is 7.5. You put it there. Then the length of the chord, any chord, for this chord AB is 8. So you put it there. Now you divide both sides by 15 to get this because 2 times 7.5 is 15. You take sine inverse of both sides. So sine inverse of 8 over 15 is 32.23095. Multiply through by 2 to get angle AOB to be 64.4619. Now to one decimal place, it will be 64.5 degrees. Now let's look at the B part, the length of the minor arc formed by the chord. So the minor arc is from here to here, this one. Length of arc is given by theta over 360 times 2 pi r. So the theta is what we found, 64.5, but let's use this part in our working so that we will not exaggerate our answer. So this one is already in the formula. Then 22/7 is the pi, the 7.5 is the radius. So we calculate and simplify to get 8.4 centimeters. Then we are calculating the area of major sector AOB. So area of a sector is given by theta over 360 times pi r square. So this time the theta is this one. So we subtract this angle that we found here, AOB, from 360 to get this angle here, the theta, because we are finding the area of this major sector. So that will simplify. Do the substitution. simplify to get this 145.1 centimeters squared. Now let's look at the area of triangle AOB. Triangle AOB, 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 triangle AOB is given by half base times height. So the base is 8 centimeters. So half times 8 times height. The height of this triangle, we can use Pythagoras theorem to find that. H squared. So H squared plus 4 squared is equal to 7.5 squared. So we solve for H to get square root of 7.5 squared minus 4 squared, which is 6.34429. So we multiply it by 4 to get 25.4 centimeters squared. That is the area of the triangle AOB. Now let's look at major segments formed by the chord. So major segment formed by the chord is this. Major segment formed by the chord is this segment. So you can see that when we add the area of the triangle to the area of the major sector, we will get the area of the major segment. So area of major segment is equal to area of major sector plus area of triangle AOB. And that will give us 170.5. Given that y equal x root t squared plus u, make t the subject of the relation. If y equal 12.2, x equals 0.02, and u equal 1.1, evaluate correct to the nearest whole number, the value of t. So the previous videos are also found in the same playlist. You can just check the playlist to find all the other videos, the previous ones. Okay, thank you. Now we have the solution. We have to make y the we have to make t the subject of y equal x root t squared plus u. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to divide both sides by x. So if that is the case, this will cancel this. We are left with y over x here. Y over x is equal to square root of t squared plus u. So what do we do next? Yes, we square both sides. You got it right. So this will get rid of that. Then we have y squared over x squared over here is equal to t squared plus u. Now what do we do next? Good. We make t squared the subject. So t squared will be equal to y squared. I'm just swapping it. I'm not changing it. I'm sending the u to this side to become negative. So y squared over x squared minus u. So if that is the case, we can collect LCM on the right hand side to get y squared minus u x squared over x squared. So t squared is equal to that. So you can take square root of both sides to get t equal plus or minus square root of y squared minus u x squared over x squared. So you can split the square root for them to get t equal plus or minus square root of y squared minus u x squared all over x. So you can do it like that. You can leave it like this, where x is not equal to 0. So the b part, let's look at the BII. So this is the AII. So let's look at the AII part is here. So we are substituting the values y equal 12.2, x equals 0.02 and 1.1. So we substitute and simplify, as you can see, and that will give us plus or minus 610 to the nearest whole number. That is what we are asked to do. Let's move straight to the B part. A school offers piano and flute lessons to a group of 50 children. Of these children, 28 attend piano lessons, 17 attend flute lessons, and 12 attend neither piano nor flute lessons. Illustrate the information in a Venn diagram. Find the number of children who attend only piano lessons. So let's start. So we can draw a Venn diagram like this. The inverse set and illustrate it. Piano for P, flute for F. And we're told that 12 attend neither piano nor flute, so it will be here. Now we don't know the number who offer both, so we represent it with X. Then this will be only piano, 28 minus X. So to find that, we need to solve for the value of X and subtract it from 28 to get only piano lessons. So we add everything, this, and equate it to 50. So when we simplify, we get 57 minus x equal 50, so x will be equal to 7. So number who attend only piano lesson will be 28 minus 7, which is 21 children. Question 9 said a city T is 12 kilometers from a bus station K on a bearing of 70 degrees. Another city V is 10 kilometers from K on a bearing of 160 degrees. Represent the information in a diagram. Calculate the distance between V and T. Bearing of V from T. If N is a town on TV, line segment TV, such that line segment KN is perpendicular to line segment TV. Find the distance between N and T. So let's begin. So we have 3 locations here, K, T, and V. According to the question, T is 12 kilometers from K and is on a bearing of 70 degrees. So 70 degrees is here, 0, 7, 0. Then we have the 20 degrees being here. Then we have another one, V. V is 10 kilometers from K on a bearing of 160. So from here to here is 160. So it means from here to here will be 70. Because 70 plus 90 will be 160. So this angle here is 90 degrees. So we can use Pythagoras theorem to find the distance between V and T. So Vt squared will be equal to 12 squared plus 10 squared. And using Pythagoras theorem, so we can simplify to get Vt to be square root of 241, which is square root of 61 times 2, or 2 root 1 kilometers. Okay, now let's look at the I part, bearing of V from T. So bearing of V from T, you move from here to here. That is bearing of V from T. So we know this place will be 20. So we can subtract 20 plus this angle from 270 to get a bearing from T up to this point to V. So we need to calculate this angle here, angle VKT, angle VKT or TKV. Tan of that angle will be equal to opposite over adjacent. So opposite is this, adjacent is this. So tan inverse of 5 over 6, which is the same as 10 over 12, is 39.80557. So we add this angle to 20 and subtract it from 270 to get the bearing of V from T, which is equal to 210.19 degrees, 0.19 degrees. Now the next question says that if N is a town on TV such that, so that's one. So we drop a point from K to TV such that it will be 90 degrees to it, and we call it N. Now we want to find Tn. Tn, that's what we are looking for. So we can use cos, because this is adjacent to this angle. This side is adjacent to this angle, which we already know to be 39.80. So cos of that angle will be equal to Tn over 12. So in this case, this has become the hypotenuse. KT has become the hypotenuse for triangle KNT. TK has become the hypotenuse. That is why it is over 12, because cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So when we do that, we are getting 9.21866. That is 9.22 kilometers to 2 decimal place. In a diagram, MNRS is a circle center O. Line segment OR is parallel to line segment MS, and angle SRO is 52 degrees. Calculate angle RNM, angle OMS. So since this line is parallel to this line RS is a transversal. So this angle and this angle are co-interior angles. So angle RSM plus angle 52 degrees will be equal to 180 degrees. So angle RSM will be equal to 180 minus 52, which is 128 degrees. The reason is that co-interior angles are adding up to 180. Now, if this is 128, then we can find this angle, because cyclic quadrilaterals, the opposite angles will add up to 180. So angle RNM, what we are asked to find, RNM plus angle RSM, which is 128 degrees, should be equal to 180 degrees. Cyclic quadrilaterals are supplementary. The opposite angles are supplementary. So it means that angle RNM is equal to 180 minus 128 degrees, which is 52 degrees. Now let's look at II. The II part is asking us to find angle OMS, which is this angle here. Now this angle and this one are also co-interior angles. So angle OMS plus angle ROM should be equal to 180 degrees. Now angle ROM is 2 times of this angle, because it is angle at the center. So it is twice the one on the circumference, which is 52 degrees. So 180. So angle OMS will be equal to 180 minus 104, which is equal to 76 degrees. We have the equation, trigonometric equation, 24 degrees minus 2 tan 3x minus 10 degrees is equal to 14 degrees. So we group the constant terms. So let me send this one to the other side to avoid a negative. So 24 minus 14 is equal to 2 tan 3x minus 10. So 10 would be equal to 2 tan 3x minus 10. So dividing through by 2, we are having 5 is equal to tan 3x minus 10. So you consider the whole thing as an angle. So let's say we have tan theta is equal to 5. You take tan inverse of both sides. You don't expand. This is trigonometry. So tan inverse of both sides. Tan inverse of 5 will be equal to tan inverse of tan 3x minus 10, which will give us 3x minus 10 degrees. So tan inverse of 5, if you punch this on your calculator, making sure that it is in degrees, the calculator is in degrees, you are going to get 78.69007 is equal to 3x minus 10. So 78.6900 plus 10 will be equal to 3x. So we have 88.69007 is equal to 3x. Dividing both sides by 3. So what do we get? We have 88.69007 divided by 3. And that will give us 29.563. 29.564 is equal to x. So to the nearest whole number is 30 degrees. X is equal to 30 degrees. This question says a point P 2, -1, and the lines x minus 4y plus 1 equals 0. 2x minus 3y minus 3 equals 0 are in a plane. If the lines intersect at the points Q, find the coordinates of Q, equation of the line which passes through P and Q, the magnitude of the line segment PQ. So let's solve the A part first. So with this one, we have to find the coordinates of Q. So the equation of the lines are this and that. So we rewrite them in standard form. So x minus 4y is equal to -1, which is equation 1. Then the second one, we have 2x minus 3y is equal to 3, which is equation 2. So the equations are in the standard form now. Now we need to solve for x and y. So let's make x the subject in the first equation. X equal 4y minus 1. We can call this equation 3. So we put equation 3 in equation 2. So we get 2 into brackets. Wherever I see x, I put 4y minus 1 minus 3y is equal to 3. So let's expand. 2 times 4y is 8y minus 2 minus 3y is equal to 3. So let's continue the solution. So now 8y minus 3y is 5y is equal to 3 plus 2. So y is 5y will be equal to 5. Y will be equal to 5 over 5, which is 1. So x will be equal to 4 times 1 minus 1, which is 3. So the coordinates of Q are 3 and 1. So now that we know the coordinates of Q, we can find II, the equation of the line that passes through P and Q, which is given by y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So the y is already in the equation, minus y1 So we can choose this as our y1 and x1. So y minus -1 is equal to m. So m is the gradient. We can find the gradient by m equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the y2, let's say this is y2, so 1 minus -1, this is y1, then 3, so over 3 minus 2. So this will give you 2 over 1, which is 2. So m is 2, then we have x minus x1, which is 2. So we are going to get y plus 1 is equal to 2x minus 4. So y will be equal to 2x minus 4 minus 1. So y will be equal to 2x minus 5. So that is the slope-intercept form for you. You can leave it in any other form. Perhaps 2x minus y is equal to 5. Or 2x minus y minus 5 equals 0. All of them are equal. They are the same. They are correct. Now we have to find the magnitude of line segment PQ. So I. Magnitude of line segment PQ is given by square root of x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. So this will be equal to square root of, so we found that already. We found the x2 minus x1 to be 1 and the y2 minus y1 to be 2. So that will be 1 squared plus 2 squared, which is square root of 5. So root 5 units. The magnitude of this is equal to square root of 5. Now let's look at the B part. It says that if log x minus 2 base b is equal to log y base b minus 3, find in terms of x and b y. So log x minus 2 base b, I'm going to group it with 3. So it becomes plus 3 is equal to log y base b. Now we need to rewrite this to have a log of base b. So we have log base b x minus 2 plus 3 times log base b of b, because this will give you 1. So 3 times 1 is the same as 3. So we have not changed anything. So log y base b. So this is the same as log base b x minus 2 adding to log base b exponent 3, loss of logarithm. So this is exponent 3 is equal to log base b of y. Now we can apply another law of logarithm. Log m plus log n is log mn. So we are going to get log to base b x minus 2 times b cubed is equal to log base b of y. The bases are the same. We can equate this. We can delog both sides to get b cubed x minus 2. That is y for you. The probabilities that 3 teachers Ewuku, Ifeoma, and Tasha will pass the promotion interview are 1 over 2, 3 over 4, and x respectively. If the probability that all the 3 teachers fail the interview is 1 over 12, find the value of x. The probability that only one of them pass the interview. So let's go. The A part. Probability that Ewuku pass is 1 over 2. So probability that Ewuku will not pass is 1 minus 1 over 2, which is still 1 over 2. probability that Ifeoma passes is 3 over 4. The probability that Ifeoma will not pass is 1 minus 3 over 4, which is 1 over 4. You can show the working. Probability that Tasia pass is X. The probability that Tasia will not pass is 1 minus X. And the question says that if the probability that all failed is 1 over 12. So when all failed, we have probability of A prime times E prime times T prime is equal to 1 over 12. So we fix in the values 1 over 12 times 3 over 4. E prime is 1 over 4. 1 over 4 times 1 minus X is equal to 1 over 12. This time this is 8. So let's multiply through by 8 to get 1 minus X is equal to 8 over 12. So minus X is equal to 2 over 3 minus 1. So negative X is equal to negative 1 over 3. So X will be equal to 1 over 3. So probability that T will pass is 1 over 3. And the probability that T will fail is 2 over 3. Now you're supposed to find probability that only one of them pass. So probability that only one of them pass will be the probability of A failed, E also failed, but T passed. Then we have A failed, E passed, but T also failed. Then we have A pass, A pass, A passed. Then we have E failed, T also failed. So we fix in the values and simplify. So A failed is 1 over 2, E failed is 1 over 4, then T pass is 1 over 3. Then A failed is 1 over 2, E pass is 3 over 4. Then we have T fail is 2 over 3. Then again we have A pass 1 over 2, E failed is 1 over 4, T failed is 2 over 3. So this will give us 1 over 24 plus 6 over 24 plus 2 over 24. And that will simplify to 9 over 24, which is the same as 3 over 8. So the B part is here, given that x squared minus 9y squared equals 72 and x minus 3y equals 9. Find the value of x plus 3y. So we have x squared minus 9y squared is equal to 72. So you can spot some difference of two squares here. So you can see that this thing is the same as x squared minus 3y all squared equals 72. So this is the same as x plus 3y, x minus 3y equals 72. But we're given that x minus 3y is 9. So 9 times of x plus 3y is equal to 72. So x plus 3y divided through by 9 will give us x plus 3y to be equal to 72 divided by 9, and that will give us 8. So x plus 3y is equal to 8. Finally, we are on question 13. You have done so well. I'm giving you 5 stars. Now, question 13 of Core Mathematics 2023 of deck paper 2. It says if 4 whole number 1 over 3 is added to 1/4 of a certain number, so let the number be y. So if 4 whole number 1 over 3 is added to it, 1/4 of it of y, the result is, so the result you bring equal to is the same as when 1/3 of the same number is subtracted from 20 whole number 2 over 3. So minus 1/3 of y. So this is a linear equation that we need to solve for y. So we need to first of all convert all this one to improper fraction. So 4, 3, 12. So this will give us 13 over 3. Then we have 1 over 4y here. 1 over 4y. Then we have 62. So 20 times 3 is 60 plus 2 is 62 over 3 minus 1/3 y. So let's do the subtraction. We can subtract, but let's create a fraction first. So the LCM is 12. So multiply through by 12 times 13 over 3 plus 12 times 1 over 4y, and is equal to 62 over 3 times 12 minus 12 times 1 over 3y. So 3 will go here 4 times, 4 will go here 3 times, then we have 3 will go here 4 times, 3 will go here 4 times. So let's simplify. We have 4 times 3 is 52, 4 times 13 is 52, then we add it to 3y, and this will be equal to 248 minus 4y. So 3y plus 4y will be equal to 248 minus 52. So 7y is equal to 196. Divide both sides by 7 to get 28. So y is 28. Therefore, the number is 28. The B part says a trader deposited $300,000 in a bank account at 16% compound interest. If the interest is added every 6 months, find the compound interest on the deposit at the end of 2 years. So the amount that is realized at the end of the 2 years is given by the compound interest formula A equal P into 1 plus R over M exponent N, where M is the number of times we add the interest in a year. So if the interest is added every 6 months, in a year, how many times are we going to add the interest? Yes, 2 times. So M is equal to 2, N is equal to these 2 times the number of years, which is 2 times 2. That will give us 4. R is giving us 16%, so 0.16. Then our P is also given in the question. So let's substitute to get $300,000 We have 1 plus 0.16 over 2 exponent 4. So this will be equal to $300,000 times 1.08 exponent 4, and this is giving us $300,000. That is a huge money, times 1.36048896. So this will give us how much? It will give us 408,146.688 dollars. So how much is that? We have 408,146.688 dollars. Now we are calculating the compound interest. So the compound interest will be equal to the amount minus the principal. So that will give us 408,000. So it's in dollars, so you can add a sign, and 146.688 minus $300,000, and that will be equal to 108,146.69 dollars. So that is the end of our paper, but it's not the end of the solutions to past questions and also revision for exams. So please just subscribe to this channel if you have not done so yet, so that we keep preparing for next year. Thank you.